This summer, one of the greatest to ever lace them up at Sioux City North, Brittany Donaldson, was named as the 10th female assistant coach in NBA history, joining the staff of another Iowa product, Nick Nurse, for the reigning NBA champs, the Toronto Raptors. And for a girl with a ton of talent, it appears that Donaldson's best skill was perseverance, as she worked her way from state champ to the youngest coach in the NBA. KCAU-9's Jake Jones has the story.
Basketball is more than a game to Brittany Donaldson. It's her life.
Here's the bucket. Then you got to make the first bucket in a new hoop. Okay. Here you go. Then make the first bucket. Hold on. Oh. Hey! Yeah, Brittany!
From the time she could walk and even a little bit before, Brittany has had a basketball in her hands. Her father, Jeff Donaldson, was All-State at Sioux City North in the 80s and played his college ball at Briar Cliff, where in 2014, the school retired his jersey.
My dad obviously was huge into basketball, and that was a huge inspiration for me.
Brittany followed in his footsteps, winning a state championship with North in 2009 before playing collegiately at Northern Iowa, where she still holds the record for most three-pointers in a game with 8. After graduation, Brittany took a job with Stats, a Chicago-based company that analyzes basketball and breaks it down analytically into numbers for teams to use.
She took a leap of faith, moved to Chicago, worked overnights, making like $12 an hour just to get her foot in the door.
After 2 years and plenty of connections gained in the NBA, Brittany had her shot, hired into the Toronto Raptors front office to work in analytics. But this offseason, after the Raptors won their first championship in franchise history, a spot opened up for an assistant coach. And after impressing the Raptors with her work ethic, Brittany was named the 10th ever female assistant coach in NBA history and 5th just this summer.
You know, you say that kind of like shocking to me because I'm around women every day in my day-to-day. The NBA is definitely trending in a direction that's really exciting for women and, you know, for everybody.
Brittany joins a pair of Iowans on the Raptors bench. Head coach Nick Nurse is a native of Carroll, Iowa, as is Storm Lake native and fellow assistant coach Nate Bjorkgren.
Yeah, it was a bit of a coincidence. It is pretty neat, you know, just having a few Iowans on staff, especially way up here in Toronto. That's kind of a rarity.
It's been an unconventional path, coming in as a statistician through the side door rather than that usual front door of being a former player or coach. Well, Brittany says that this start wouldn't even be possible without the tremendous support from the community that she calls home, Sioux City.
I'm really proud to be from Iowa and from Sioux City, especially the community in general that I grew up in. You know, really pushed me in that direction and helped support my passion.
But no one is more proud than her parents, Jeff and Carmen, who are really enjoying seeing their daughter's hard work pay off.
We're very proud of Brittany, no matter what she ended up doing, but you know, the fact that she's in basketball is much to my delight.
The two actually have a theory that the Raptors winning their first title in franchise history may have something to do with Brittany's arrival to the North.
We told her that when they won this, I was like, wow, you moved to Chicago and they win the Cubs win the World Series, and now you moved to Toronto and within 2 years they win the championship. So good luck is following her.
While Jeff is proud that his daughter will represent Toronto as a coach, the family have been lifelong Boston Celtics fans who are in the same division as the Raptors, meaning a change in wardrobe is necessary.
Not be a Celtics fan, obviously. No, I'm full Raptors, obviously, but my dad, I think, you know, he'll wear red when he's around me, and he'll wear green when he's home in the living room, but I'm trying to put more red in his closet, that's for sure.
You root for a team your whole entire life, it's hard to root against them, but blood is thicker than water, I guess, so, you know, we were very happy that the Raptors won the title last year.
While the family may be divided on their allegiances, they're united in their love of the game. Basketball has spread the Donaldson family farther while making them even stronger. In Sioux City, Jake Jones, KCAU-9 Sports.
The Raptors are going to be opening up their season on October 22nd. That's only 9 days away when they host the New Orleans Pelicans with an 8 o'clock tip. Players, coaches, and front office members, including Donaldson, will receive their championship rings that night. If you want to check it out and see the Sioux City North alum, that game will air on TNT.